जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनावल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरा वनचारी यमुनातीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनावल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनावल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुनातीरा वनचारी यमुनातीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुनातीरा वनचारी यमुनातीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा गोपी जना वल्लभा राधा गोपी जना वल्लभा जय निताय पतिता पावन गौर हरि निताय पतिता पावन गौर हरि प्रभुपाद Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jayo Jayo Prabhupada. जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तष्टोत्तर हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस सवे चरण नारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर अष्टोत्तर हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस शिष्यम भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीवा गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ छठ गोस्वामी प्रभुगण की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा गोपी जन वल्लभा गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय। मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। श्री एकछत्र धाम की जय। गंगा मैया यमुना मैया की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। सामवेद गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. All glories to assemble devotees, all glories to assemble devotees, all glories to assemble devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories. To lotus feet of Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Agyantimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरं नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपा स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 1, verse number 3. Prajapati sa bhagavan ruchistasyam jijana मिथुनं ब्रह्मवर्चस्वी परमेण समाधिना प्रजापतिः स भगवान् रुचिस्तस्याम् अजीजन मिथुनं ब्रह्मवर्चस्वी परमेण समाधिना प्रजापतिः स भगवान् रुचिस्तस्याम् अजीजनत् मिथुनं ब्रह्मवर्चस्वी Paramena Samadhina. Synonyms. Prajapati, one who is entrusted with begetting children. Saha, he. Bhagavan, the most opulent, Ruchihi, the great sage Ruchi, Tasya, in her, Ajijanat, gave birth. Mithunam, couple, Brahma Varchasvi, spiritually very much powerful, Paramena, with great strength, Samadhina, in trance. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ruchi who was very powerful in his Brahminical qualifications and was appointed one of the progenitors of the living entities, begot one son and one daughter by his wife Akuti. Purport. The word Brahma, Varchasvi, is very significant. Ruchi was a Brahmana and he executed the Brahminical duties very rigidly. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, the Brahminical qualifications are control of the senses, control of the mind, cleanliness within and without, development of spiritual and material knowledge, simplicity, truthfulness, faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, etc. There are many qualities which indicate a Brahminical personality, and it is understood that Ruchi followed all the Brahminical principles rigidly. Therefore, he is specifically mentioned as Brahma Varchasvi, one who is born of a Brahmana father, but who does not act as a Brahman. Therefore, he is specifically mentioned as Brahma Varchasvi. One who is born of a Brahmana father but does not act as a Brahmana is called in Vedic language a Brahma Bandhu and is calculated to be on the level of Shudras and women. Thus, in the Bhagavatam, we find that Mahabharata was specifically compiled by Vyasadeva for Istri Shudra Brahma Bandhu. Istri means woman, Shudra means the lower class of civilized human society, and Brahma Bandhu means persons who are born in the families of Brahmanas but do not follow the rules and regulations carefully. All of these three classes are therefore less intelligent. They have no access to the study of the Vedas, which are specifically meant for persons who have acquired the Brahminical qualifications. This restriction is based not upon any sectarian distinction but upon qualification. The Vedic literatures cannot be understood unless one has developed. This restriction is based not upon any sectarian distinction but upon qualification. The Vedic literatures cannot be understood unless one has developed the Brahminical qualifications. It is regrettable, therefore, that persons who have no Brahminical qualifications and have never been trained under a bona fide spiritual master nevertheless comment on Vedic literatures like the Srimad Bhagavatam and other Puranas. It is regrettable, therefore, that persons who have no Brahminical qualifications and have never been trained under a bona fide spiritual master nevertheless comment on Vedic literatures like the Srimad Bhagavatam and other Puranas. For such persons cannot deliver their real message. Ruchi was considered a first class Brahmana. Therefore, he is mentioned here as Brahma Varchasvi, one who had full prowess in Brahminical strength. So there was a Prajapati whose name was Ruchi, and he was the son of Brahma. He married Akuti. Akuti was one of the daughter of um, Swambhuva Manu. Swambhuva Manu had two sons and three daughters, and it's a very, very beautiful lineage. Swambhuva Manu, naturally the son of Brahma himself. The two sons are uh, King Utanapat, Maharaj Utanapat, and Maharaj Priyavrata. And we see Maharaj Utanapat, although he was little bit distracted and little bit attached, but by the mercy of Dhruv Maharaj, um, Maharaj Utanapat realized and went back home, back to Godhead. Then the generations of Dhruv Maharaj, they went back home, back to Godhead. And then Maharaj Priyavrata, this comes in fifth canto actually, about Priyavrata Maharaj. Maharaj Priyavrata, he um, by his surrender to his spiritual master and Lord Brahma, uh, he kind of became distracted because of his duties, because of his responsibilities. Previously, he was doing severe austerities and uh, severe penances and devotional service. Um, but because there was some responsibility that his superiors wanted him to do, that responsibility distracted him because they were very engaging, and he became um, he lost touch with them, and then he became very attached because of his responsibilities, but because of his surrender, um, Brahmaji and Narad Muni to them. And the Supreme Lord gave him the remembrance and gave him a very high absorption that he did not have even before when he was performing severe austerities and severe um, um, penances to practice devotional service. What he did not have was given because of his surrender. And the Lord was very pleased by the surrender of Maharaj Priyavrata. And at the end of life, Maharaj Priyavrata, towards the end of life, Maharaj Priyavrata became very much absorbed, completely absorbed in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and went back to Vaikuntha planets. Very important lesson of surrender there. And then, so these were the two sons of Swayambhuva Manu. And then Swayambhuva Manu had three daughters. One of the daughter was Mother Devahuti, and we discussed what a glorious mother and what a glorious child the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared to Mother Devahuti. And then two other daughters of Swayambhuva Manu are Akuti and Prasuti. Um, Devahuti, Akuti, and Prasuti. Very nice, rhyming. Huti is there. Devahuti, Akuti, Prasuti. So Akuti, Swayambhuva Manu gave Akuti to Ruchi, and Ruchi was a very great Brahmana, perfect in his Brahminical principles. And Prabhupada says a Brahmana is not by birth, it is by behavior. And he was perfect in his Brahminical behavior. And Prabhupada describes some of the Brahminical behavior. He had control over his senses, perfect control over his senses, over his mind, which was absorbed in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He was always truthful. He was always clean. Um, he was very simple. Brahmana is by default simple. We see passion means show off is there, but Brahmana is by nature simple. Um, so he's clean within, outside, and he had great interest in development of spiritual and material knowledge. He was very much interested in knowledge, spiritual knowledge and material knowledge. And then Prabhupada speaks about knowledge, and Prabhupada says there are two classes. There is a qualified class and there is an unqualified class. And Prabhupada distinguishes the qualified class are those who are interested in Vedas, who are interested in philosophy. And then there is unqualified class who are not interested um, in Vedas. For us, Vedas means Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srila Prabhupada books. So there is um, uh, qualified people and there is unqualified people. Um, and then unqualified people are not interested in the Vedas. And Vyasadeva, when he noticed that as people are becoming more and more unqualified because of the degradation of the age, and then they will not be interested in the Vedas. And for less intelligent people, um, then Vyasadeva wrote Mahabharata because, like we see in Bhagavatam, Prabhupada says, Mahabharata stories have a lot of politics and um, violence and many other things that may be attractive um, to a common man, but at the same time there is presence of Krishna, there is interaction of pure devotees, there is a Bhagavad Gita in Mahabharata. So in that way, people may be interested in those, and that's why it is said for three classes of people Vyasadeva wrote Mahabharata. One was Istri, one was Shudra, and one was Brahma Bandhu. Woman, Shudra, and the friend of a Brahmana. Then Prabhupada describes the difference between Brahmana and Brahmana Bandhu. Brahmana is by qualities one who has perfect control over mind and senses, simple, truthful, faith, spiritual knowledge, interested in Vedas and Shastras. Then we can see, oh, this person is Brahminical by nature. But then, even if somebody is born as a Brahmana, so again, this is very nice. Prabhupada says it's not based on distinction, it's not based on a social sectarianism, but it is based on qualification. Who is interested? Someone may be born in this age, someone may be born as a Brahmana. Now, when we say Brahmana Bandhu, that includes practically everybody. I mean, Kshatriya, Vaishya are included, because just like Brahmana Bandhu is there, means they are not interested. They are born to a Brahmana father, but they are not interested in control of mind and senses, reading scriptures, simplicity, truthfulness, have faith, cleanliness. They are not interested. So they are Brahmana Bandhu. So, and Prabhupada says these are less intelligent people. Um, and sometimes there is always this in ISKCON, this is um, um, a tough topic to handle. uh, is why did Prabhupada call women as less intelligent? And this is very nice. Like one Srila Prabhupada disciple, one very wonderful devotee, she came to Srila Prabhupada and she said, Prabhupada, are we less intelligent? And Prabhupada says, if you think you are a woman, but you are not a woman. Um, and what is the, how do we know who is more intelligent, who is less intelligent? Here Prabhupada make the distinction as one who is interested in Shastras. And we see practically most of the devotees in ISKCON, whether they are in a male body or in a female body, they read Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita. They hear scriptures, philosophy. They are interested in hearing about the Lord, in glorifying the Lord, in chanting, in kirtan. So Prabhupada says, Prabhupada says, this is not applicable um, to uh, devotees. Prabhupada says these are Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis who are interested in Lord. Naturally, less intelligent people, here very clear distinction. Less intelligent people are those who are not interested. Like Prabhupada very clearly says, those who are not interested in philosophy, not interested in reading the Vedas. But naturally, we don't read Vedas because Krishna says the purpose of the Vedas is to know me, and whatever purpose is served by a reservoir of water can be served by many small wells. So likewise, the purpose which is served by knowing Krishna and rendering devotional service to Krishna, which is the essence, is they they know all the Vedas. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter, one who knows me is a knower of everything and the knower of all the Vedas. Vedanta Krit Veda Vedevacham. I am the compiler of the Vedas. I am the knower of the Vedas, and from the Vedas I am to be known. Mm, mm. And Krishna also says, don't be attracted to the flowery language of the Vedas. So we are not interested. Um, but very nice distinction. Like this one line is very nice. See here, this restriction is based not upon any sectarian distinction, but upon qualification. Prabhupada speaks about uh, Istri Shudra Brahma Bandhu, and Prabhupada said it's not based on sectarian distinction, but upon qualification. So we can see it, the basic principle is one who is not intelligent is um, one who is not intelligent is one who does not take part in spiritual life, who is not interested in Krishna consciousness. That's the main essence. um, so Ruchi got married to Akuti, and this lineage is so great. Ruchi and Akuti, they gave to a son and a daughter, and the son was Yagya, and the daughter was Dakshina. and Yagya, and there is very nice um, Manu. Swayambhuva Manu was a pure devotee. This is like today morning I was thinking how great is this family lineage. Swayambhuva Manu is a pure devotee of the Lord. His wife Satarupa is a pure devotee of the Lord. Devahuti, pure devotee of the Lord. Priyavrata, pure devotee of the Lord. And same with Akuti and Prasuti. Uttanapad got distracted but became a pure devotee of the Lord and went back home back to God. So see the father, see the mother, and see their sons and see their daughter. They are all, and then um, there are many incarnations of the Lord that appeared in this family lineage. That's why this particular chapter is called the lineage of Swayambhuva Manu. And we see Lord Kapila appeared, and through Prasuti and Ruchi, Yagya appeared. Yagya was supreme personality of Godhead, and the reason Yagya appeared, this comes in second canto Bhagavatam. When Brahma is speaking to Narad Muni, Brahma speaks about the different incarnations of the Lord, um, and the reason why those incarnations appear. I think this is 8th or 9th chapter in second canto. The scheduled incarnations. Scheduled incarnations are there in many chapters in Bhagavatam. One is in the first canto, third chapter is there, and then second canto, 8th or 9th chapter is there. And in future also there are few places where various incarnations are defined. So Brahma says to Narad Muni that Yagya appear because there is no qualified person to take the role of Indra. So we hear when there is no qualified people, then Lord Himself take the post of Indra. We hear that even in the reign of Mahabharata, we hear that the Lord was Indra. Mm. And this Yagya is the one who took the post of Indra, because no qualified person to become Indra. And another thing is the like Swayambhuva Manu and Devahuti had two sons, Uttanapad and Priyavrata, and they all both were engaged. And the girls got married. Devahuti, Akuti, and Prasuti got married. So they had no children. So Ruchi, who was actually son of Brahma, so in a way he is like the brother of Swayambhuva Manu, elder brother of Swayambhuva Manu, and he got married to Swayambhuva Manu's daughter. And then Ruchi said, I will give my son to you. And Ruchi is perfect in Brahminical culture. Kardama Muni, just like he was perfect in Brahminical culture, and pure devotion of Mother Devahuti, and pure devotion of Akuti, and pure devotion of Ruchi. Um, then from both the couple, Kardama Muni and Devahuti, and Ruchi and Akuti, the Supreme Lord came as Lord Kapila and Yagya. Then Ruchi said, I will give my son to you, to Swayambhuva Manu. And Swayambhuva Manu and Satyarupa, they were husband wife, and they wanted, some like the Lord. They wanted to have a son because everybody is gone and married. And so Ruchi gave his son to um, Swayambhuva Manu, and the Lord reciprocated with both in a way. Manu is a pure devotee, and Ruchi is a pure devotee. Um, so Lord appeared to him and was served by Swambhuva Manu. And this is also the devotion of Swambhuva Manu, pure devotion, that the Lord Himself wanted to accept service from Swambhuva Manu. His devotion is very glorious. He is the first Manu, and that's why he took care of Lord as his child. And when this child grew up, then he took the post of Indra. Mm. And in the same lineage comes even Yamaraj, and Yamaraj's son is Narnarayan Rishi. In the same lineage come Dattatreya. So there are many Narnarayan Rishi, Dattatreya, um, Kapila, Yagya. So these are like four incarnations right here that comes in this lineage of just three in the lineage of Swambhuva Manu. So I was thinking this is a family culture. See the son, see the daughter, and see their pure devotion. And I was thinking, how is family today in Kali Yugas? I mean, not the devotees' family, they're glorious, but common family, if we see, then husband is not interested, wife is not interested in spiritual life, and the children they leave. They don't care about the parents don't care about the children, especially in the Western world. And this is one family culture here in America, and there is one family culture of Swambhuva Manu, Satyarupa and Akuti and Devahuti and Prasuti and Priyavrata and their children. And I was thinking that is the reason that their lineage appear in Srimad Bhagavatam. I mean, this is Sukadev Goswami Maharaj Parishad speaking on the bank of Ganga, and they are discussing about the entire family of Swayambhuva Manu. And Parikshit Maharaj is very interested to hear. So how glorious is this family and their descendants? So that's something on this verse. Now I also there are few minutes. I wanted to read something about Abhiram Thakur. Today is Abhiram Thakur's disappearance day. Um, all right. So I'll read fast. Shri Abhiram Thakur, um, also known by the name Shri Ramdas, was one of the 12 Gopals or cowherd boys of Vraja. In the eternal Leela, he is Sri Dama. So, like there are, Nityananda Prabhu had 12 associates. Those when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Nityananda Prabhu that you go to Bengal and preach, then Nityananda Prabhu went, and there were few associates, and rest of them were joined Nityananda Prabhu later, and Nityananda Prabhu 12 famous Gopals, just like even in Christianity, they have like they were like of Jesus Christ, they were like 10 or 11 apostles who then later on spread the glories. Likewise, Nityananda Prabhu had many followers, but among them, the 12 were the most prominent. And they were 12 prominent Gopals because Nityananda Prabhu is Balaram. And um, Balaram and these friends of Balaram, just like Krishna and Balaram and others, they have a very close relationship. So they appeared, and Sri Dama is Srimati Radharani's brother, Sri Dama, and he appeared as um, Abhiram Thakur. He's some people also call him Abhiram Gopal Thakur or Abhiram Thakur. Another name is Ramdas. So he's Sri Dama, one of the key members of Krishna and Balaram's gang. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes, there is a small town called Kanakula Krishnanagar in Hooghly district, and this is near Calcutta in Bengal, where the temple in which Sri Abhiram Thakur worshipped is situated. There is a temple of Sri Abhiram Thakur there, where his deity is being worshipped. The temple is located in Krishnanagar near the Kula bank of the Khana Dwarkeshwar river. Therefore, this place is celebrated as Kanakul Krishnanagar. The deity in the temple is known as Gopinath and is extremely charming to behold. Gopinath appeared in a dream of Abhiram and told him, I am buried in the earth nearby. Please take me out and worship him. So that's where Gopal Thakur, Abhiram Thakur would live. Um, and one time Gopinath came in his dream, just like Madhavendra Puri. And he told Abhiram Thakur that I am buried in this earth. Please bring me out um, and worship me. So that was Gopal for Madhavendra Puri, and this is Gopinath for Abhiram Thakur. And Abhiram Thakur found him. There is a big bakula tree outside the temple. This place is known as Siddha Bakula Kunj. Siddha Bakula. Siddha Bakula is also reminds us of Haridas Thakur. He used to do his bhajan there in Puri. So this is Siddha Bakula, Big Bakula. This is in Krishnanagar. It is said when Shri Abhiram Thakur came there, he sat down under this tree. In Kanakula Krishnanagar, there is a big fair held every year in the month of Chaitra. Um, in the month of Chaitra, March, April, which is this month is Chaitra, on the Saptami of the fourth of the dark fortnight, Krishna Saptami. There is a big festival that happens there in this month on Saptami after Amavasya. And the local legend about Sri Abhiram Thakur is as follows. One day in Dwapar Yuga, Krishna, Balaram, and the cowherd friends were playing hide and seek in the woods of Vrindavan. Krishna, Balaram, and cowherd boys were playing Chupan Chupai, hide and seek. Suddenly, Krishna remembered Nadia and wanted to go there and enjoy some pastimes there. Taking Balram and all their friends with him, he adventured in Navadvip. However, Sridama got left behind in Vraja and remained in his hiding place in a cave. So Krishna, Balaram, and others, they were playing hide and seek, and everybody in hide and seek now. Somebody is like trying to find everybody, and everybody else is hiding somewhere. So Sri Dama, he was hiding in a cave, and everybody and Krishna was searching everybody else, and whoever was there, Krishna, Balaram, and others who were found. When Krishna suddenly got a desire to participate in pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, then he um, came to Navadvip with Balaram, and all other friends also came with him. But Sri Dama, he was still thinking the game is going on, and he was hiding in a cave. When everyone was performing Kirtan in Navadvip, suddenly remembered Sri Rama. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was like, oh. So while everyone was performing Kirtan in Navadvip, Gaurang Mahaprabhu suddenly remembered Sri Dama. Horripilating in ecstatic love, he shed tears and called out, "Oh, ah, Sri Dam, where shall I find you now?" And he fell unconscious. And when Mahaprabhu was performing Kirtan, he was thinking he left Sri Dama in a cave. And he was thinking, "Oh, Sri Dam, where shall I find now?" And he fell unconscious. Nityananda Prabhu lifted him on his lap and brought him back to consciousness. When asked the reason for his distress, Mahaprabhu said, "Where is Sridham? Tell me where he is. I will go immediately and bring him. Where is Sridham?" Mahaprabhu further revealed to Nityananda, "He is living in Vrindavan. Go there and bring him here quickly. I am heartbroken in his absence. Where is Sridham?" Pacifying Sri Gauranga, Nityananda Prabhu assured him that he would find Sri Ram and bring him back to Navadvip. Nitai Ram, Nityananda Ram, he set out and eventually reached Govardhan area in Braja. So Nityananda Prabhu went in Vrindavan. Nityananda Prabhu was wearing his usual blue dhoti and angavastra, like a chadar, and had his hair tied in a knot on the top of his head, just like we see the picture of Nityananda Prabhu having his hair tied on the back. Arriving near Govardhan Hill, Nityananda started calling on Sridham again and again. Sridham, Sridham. Finally, Sridham came out of the cave to see who was calling him. Seeing the strange man dressed in blue, Sridham asked, "Who are you? Why are you calling me?" Nityananda Prabhu introduced himself as I am Balaram and said that his name was previously Balai. He used to call him by the name Balai. However, Sridham had a doubt in his mind due to the different appearance and get up of Nityananda Prabhu. Um, the stature of people in Dwarka Yuga was much taller than the people in Kali Yuga. So Sridham was very tall, and he saw this small man in blue dhoti, and he is telling he is Balai. Sridham said, "If you are really Balai, then you should be as powerful as him. I shall clap my hand and run, and if you are truly Balai, then you should be able to catch me." Hearing this, Nitai said, run if you must. Let's see how far will you be able to go." Clapping his hands, Sridham said, "Ha Balai, you will not be able to catch me." Sridham Gopal then tied the cloth tightly between his legs in a manner of a wrestler and began to run around Govardhan Hill. After circumambulating Sri Giriraj 4 times, he looked back to see if Nitai had caught up with him. So he ran in short time. He ran Govardhan Hill 4 times. Sridham, that was his running. For us, one parikrama of Govardhan is like, wow, one parikrama, the legs are paining like anything. So he, after circumambulating Sri Giriraj 4 times, he looked back to see if Nitai or Balai had has caught up with him. Seeing that Nitai had kept pace, he thought, "Oh, Nitai is always behind me and he's still there. He is indeed Balai." Sridham said, "You must be tired, my friend. Take some rest now. Since I did not see your form of Balaram, I had some doubt in my mind. But you went around Govardhan Giri 4 times. Who else but Balai has the energy to do that?" Then he asked, "Tell me, why have you come looking for me?" Nitai said, "Krishna fell unconscious because he could not see you." Sridham asked, where has Kanai gone?" Nityananda replied, "Now everyone has gone to Navadvip. If you will accompany me, we will have some special pastimes there. Come quickly, let's go to Kanai." Sridham said, "No, I shall not go. Going with you means that I will have to live in someone's womb there. Considering the pain, who wants to live in that condition? I will not go. Nitai said, just come with me and let us discuss the matter with Kanai. You can remain for now as you are, means you can remain as tall and no need to change your form. Just come and we'll talk to Kanai, who is Gauranga, that what to do. He doesn't want to take his form, but what should we do? So Sridham laughed and said, all right then, carry me on your shoulders. All that running has made me tired. Nitai said, if I refuse, then you will go around telling everyone. Nitai said, if I refuse, then you will go around telling everyone that I could not carry you because of the difference in our respective sizes. You are the chief amongst us cowherd boys. Please consider that you should be sympathetic about the happiness and distress of others. Sridham said, well, you and I are just the same. You very well know that when Krishna's side loses, I sometimes carry you also on my back. So Nitai said, everyone knows that you are subjugated by Kanai's love. None of the pastimes that happen in Vraja by day or by night are unknown to you. All the other cowherd boys always sing your praises. Come now, let us go. Let us go faster and meet Gauranga Kanai. After the 12 Gopals, after all the 12 Gopalas, 12 intimate associates of Lord Nityananda, who are the expansions of the 12 primary cowherd boys, Gopas in Krishna Leela. So all the 12 Gopalas and 64 Mahantas, who are 64 devotees that are considered to be most confidential associate of Mahaprabhu, know you and sing your praises. There, all the 11 are remaining are there, and the 64 associate of Mahaprabhu are there, and they all know you very well, and they're all waiting for you now. Let's go. Hearing these words, Sri Dama went and got dressed. He dressed himself in a very enchanting way. The beauty of his hair, dress, and cow Hardas paraphernalia was extremely attractive. Soon the two of them approached Navadvip. Sri Gauranga saw that they had arrived. He embraced Sridham and started talking to him. Where have you been? What kind of bliss were you in that I had to send Nityananda to bring you here so long? This is like from Dwapar Yuga to Kali Yuga, 5,000 years passed and you were lost there. What were you doing in the cave of Giriraj? What bliss were you in so long? Sridham said, tell me the reason for your appearance here. Why do you all have shaven heads and wear these rags? Seeing your condition breaks my heart. Mahaprabhu smiled. He explained, Sridham, with the end of Dwapar Yuga, the influence of Kali has begun. In this age, renunciation is proper. Sridham said, I don't understand. Please explain. In the mood of Krishna, Mahaprabhu said, there are four yogas, Sridham. Satya, Treta, Dwapara, and Kali. In Dwapara, Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. In Kali Yuga, he incarnates as Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Now, in the beginning of Kali Yuga, I shall reveal this truth, um, which is also mentioned in the Shastra. You should know that my form as Krishna Chaitanya is the very same as my form of Krishna. Gaura Lila and Krishna Lila are one. In Gaura Lila, I and my associates have assumed the role of devotees and are relishing the mellows of love of Krishna. Now my name is Krishna Chaitanya, and from today you will be known as Abhiram. Nityananda Prabhu called everyone and smiling said, from today he will be known as Abhiram. We have kept this name since it indicates that there is no difference between Sridham and me. Abhiram to be known as Ram. So Nityananda Prabhu said he is called Abhiram because he and we are non-different. So one who is Ram is called Abhiram. And because there is no difference between me and Sridham, that's why we will call him Abhiram. After the disappearance of Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, Abhiram Thakur continued to live with Veerabhadra Gosai, Nityananda Prabhu's son. By the grace of Nityananda Prabhu, Abhiram Thakur became the great Acharya and preacher of the Chaitanya cult of devotional service. It is said that Abhiram Thakur had a whip named Jayamangal, and that whomever he touched with it would immediately become a devout Krishna Bhakta. If he touch with somebody, if he beat somebody with that Jayamangal, we wish he comes here and beat us with his Jayamangal. Today is his disappearance day. So anybody and that whoever is touched with it would immediately become a devout Krishna Bhakta. Obeisances to, and this, another thing about Abhiram Thakur is if he bows down to any stone, if the stone is not Shaligram, the stone would break because this is Sridham. Sridham. Obeisances to Sri Sri Gopinath, the worshipful deity of Sri Abhiram Thakur. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. May I always meditate on the lotus feet of the great Abhiram Goswami, Abhiram Thakur, the empowered incarnation, along with his spouse Malini. Uh, his spouse name is also Malini, just like Shiva's Thakur, and other associates. Again and again, I take shelter of their lotus feet. Sri Abhiram Thakur ki jai. So that's all we have. If there is any discussion, we can take now.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Just pronounce the Shila Prabhu.
Yes, Shri Prabhu.
Thank you so much for bringing this, sharing about Abhiram Thakur. It was very nice to know,
Yeah.
especially these appearance and disappearance days are so wonderful. I especially like the last statement that you made, may his whip come here. And Prabhuji,
Done.
just one thing, where were you reading this from?
This
I would
from
love to read again.
it's from, let me see. This is ISKCON Desiree Mataji.
Okay.
You can search Gaudiya History ISKCONDesiree.com, and
Yes.
there is Abhiram Thakur.
Sure. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nice class. And that point of when we read the purport, I was like, again, this point of Shudras, three, all it's again come. And you very nicely said how Prabhupada said, if you consider yourself a female, then yes. So
Yeah.
this is such a powerful, striking point. Very nice. And the lineage, everything, Prabhuji. Today's class was very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mataji. And also, like Prabhupada very clearly says, uh, it's not a distinction, it's qualification, and the qualification is anybody who is interested in Shastra is anybody who is not interested in Shastra, Krishna, spiritual life is unqualified. Now we can call by whichever names they are.
Yeah.
So it was very striking.
Yeah. Even that point of Brahma Bandhu, that was also so wonderful. Like everybody falls in that category. Like, these points are good to know, Prabhuji, because sometimes when people read books, they get
Yeah,
very disturbed, and then they come and pose questions like this. So how to pacify them? It's
this is a
nice to
nice
know.
purport. Yeah, I
Yes.
liked it.
Yes. Thank you so much,
Thank
Prabhuji.
you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing the sweet pastime, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare
Very
Krishna.
much. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Haribol Prabhu, Dandot Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Prabhu, can I
Dandavat
ask one
Pranam.
question?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu, for a wonderful class. Nice to hear about Abhiram Thakur. Yeah. Prabhu, I have a question, uh, but a general question, Prabhu. Actually, yeah, so many times the question come into my mind always. Previously, that regard to Prabhupada. Previously, first Prabhupada initiated some of the devotees, Prabhu, and immediately within 1 month, within 1 week also they broke the rule, and after some devotees approached Prabhupada and he asked, Prabhu, yesterday Prabhupada only you initiated them and they broke the rule. Then Prabhupada immediately told, yeah, I never initiated them. To how to understand, Prabhu? Yeah.
Well, it is said that especially when we are dealing with Westerners, it requires a lot of patience, Mataji. Because I mean, the culture that people are born in India is very different from the culture people are born here.
Yeah.
And it seemed like they are very dedicated and they are firm, and then suddenly something happens, things change. So all glory to Srila Prabhupada for what he could do. Entire Western world, he put in he made them Krishna conscious. I don't know the meaning of, I don't know, maybe other senior devotees in the call can answer. I don't know the meaning of when Prabhupada said, I never initiated them. Um, one way to see, one way how I saw, yeah, one way how I saw was Prabhupada did not take any offense. There was no Guru Aparad, even if they broke some regulative principle, because Prabhupada was so tolerant and Prabhupada was so compassionate. From that perspective, I am seeing that Prabhupada was like, no, that's okay. There was no such things, and But at the same time, Prabhupada actually delivered them. And he gave them time, he gave them love, he gave them training, and one old man, and he cultivated them and he brought them to a stage of pure devotion. So other devotees can add more points. That's what I could think of. Is that okay? That's what I can say on this.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So I think we are good for now. If I spoke anything wrong, please forgive me as a humble servant. Vanchakal patarubhesha kripa sindhu vacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yes.
His Grace Shyamananda Krishna Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai.
Thank you, Prabhu.